today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is the National Football League. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. From the end zone, here's Julius Chestnut. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there at 4 yards. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw is Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Ekeler. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and a yard. Herbert off of play action. Incomplete. Donald Parham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. On the screen, this is Ekeler. And just shutting him off there. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Ekeler. Touchdown, Chargers. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Austin Ekeler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Tannehill.
A check down here for Henry.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's Ekeler to begin the drive.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Draw play, it's Ekeler, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Kyle Phillips deep for Tennessee. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. At 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. That's caught right side by Palmer. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Julius Chestnut now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Dances by him. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. So out come the Chargers. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down, and that's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Tannehill. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Throw to the right, caught by Ekeler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To the air again, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So a face the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Tannehill. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 6. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkro from 8 yards out. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Herbert on first down now. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert.
That's into the hands of Ekeler.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report. It was Austin Ekeler who was the star of that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Herbert now. Buying time to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Running on first down, Ekeler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second and 5. It's Ekeler again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, first and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 20, here's second down and 5.
Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, into the hands of Burks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
2 yards to go, second down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and a little more than a yard here. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Draw play. This is Henry.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
In motion left goes Allen.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ekeler now between the tackles. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Once more, here's Ekeler. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle with Ekeler.
And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
56, Mike, 56.
On the give, this is Ekeler. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 2 touchdowns, 54 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Here's Tannehill. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now Tannehill.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.